Hey there planners, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mimi. Hello friends. Today's video, it's a little bit out of the norm for my channel. Today I want to teach you guys the basics of couponing. I am, well, I wouldn't say I'm an avid couponer because I go on and off. It takes a long time, okay? It takes time to coupon. So at this present moment, I'm in need of pretty much everything in our stockpile. I am running extremely low of everything. So I thought, you know what? Now that I'm back into the couponing life, I want to teach you. I know this video is not going to be for everyone, okay? If you don't want to save, if you don't want to coupon, if you don't like doing the math and the trips and all that, understandable. It's not for everyone. But for those of you who are interested and would like to learn just the basics for now, I want to show you that. So let's open this pack of Papermate. I had an Amazon gift card, and my husband and I share that. My Erin Condren, most of them are dry. I had this for years, maybe 4 or 5 years. I don't even know for how long. I got a new set. They're scented. I'm not gonna swatch them because that's not really the point of this video, but I do want to take a couple colors. Let's see, we're gonna do red, black, we'll do green, and let's do maybe an orange, okay? All right, so let's put that to the side, and this is what we're gonna work with. I also took one of my Happy Planner notebooks. This is pretty old also, but I love this pattern and I want to use it. So let's start here. All right, so couponing 101. Are you ready? Okay. This is not the notebook that I use in real life to go couponing. This is my little notebook or my little planner. I'm using the 2026 Gilmore Girls, and this is the Skinny Mini. This is not the cover. I just like this pink cover for now because it's summer and I'm using my midterm cover for the weeks, the Hobonichi weeks cover. So this is where I'm working on, and this is where I do my breakdowns and everything. I'm gonna go through the steps that I think that are important to start couponing. Okay, so first step is to choose your favorite retailer. Okay, not only your favorite store, but also what's more convenient to you, the one that is closer to you, the store that you already know and you're familiar with. It's gonna help a lot. I'm gonna choose CVS because at this point I think that they're the easiest to start with, but I understand that not everybody's gonna have a CVS close by. So choose a store, whatever is best for you, okay? So my store, CVS. Okay, perfect. So CVS. Now, after you choose your store, you need to go ahead and sign up. The first step is going to be to sign up for the store's rewards card. For CVS, it's best if you upload the app on your phone and you register your email, your information, your address, everything. Once you sign up, you're gonna load your coupons, okay? Just load everything you have available. Whether you use the product or not, just upload it. And I suggest you do that because sometimes products that we don't typically use might be free. And you can donate them, or maybe a family member might use that product. So always upload all of the coupons that are available to you, okay? So sign up for the rewards card and upload your coupons. All right, so that's the first step. Now that we have the app and we have the coupons ready, I think this is my number one tip for you. Okay, step number 2 is to set a budget. Okay, so set up a budget. Okay, so you're gonna set up your budget, but the most important thing about setting up a budget is to actually stick to your budget. Okay, in couponing it's very easy to overspend. Okay, so not only set up a budget, but the most important thing is stick to it. Step number 3, learn the lingo. And what does that mean? Different stores have different ways of calling their rewards. Okay, now in this case, because we're talking about CVS, we have a couple of things that I want to show you to start with. The store money, or the rewards money, if you can call that, it's called extra care bucks. Okay, so extra care bucks, so that's ECBs. There's also something called CRTs, okay, which is cash register tape, which are coupons. Okay, so CRTs are coupons also, which are basically store coupons. Okay, okay, so for now I think those are the main 2 things that I want you to learn for CVS. After you learn the lingo, I would suggest you search for deals. Search for deals. There's a few resources that we have to learn or find out about deals. Okay, so one is the store paper ad, and you'll find that at the entrance of the store, or you can go online and look up the weekly ad. Okay, so basically the store ad would be the first step, or the first place to search for deals. Now, the way that I search for deals, and that I think it's more convenient for me, and it might be convenient for you as well, is to go and search for deals on YouTube. There are so many great creators on YouTube that will show you step by step all of the deals. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the deals at CVS are every 2 weeks. So if you're not able to go to the store and get a deal that you want to get, you can wait until the following week and do that. You just have to be careful with the coupons that you have available, and just look at the expiration date and make sure that if it's a deal that you really want to get, if it's a product that you really need, I would suggest you go on the first day of the sale. Because nowadays the stores are not fully stocked, at least in my area. They're not fully stocked. Okay, so yeah, if you want to do that, just go as soon as you can when the deals start. Okay, so a great resource would be YouTube. Okay, now another great place to find videos would be other social media platforms. I'm not gonna say the names, but you guys know. Other social media platforms. Okay. All right. So that's what we're gonna search for deals. As you're doing your research, you need to plan your transactions. Okay. So number 5, plan your transactions. Let's add a little bit of color here. Okay, just a little highlight there so you can see better, I hope. Okay, so plan your transactions. And this is very, very important. And I think it's a very important point to not only keep on budget, but actually plan your transactions according to your needs, okay? Because like I said, it's very easy to overspend while you're couponing, okay? The purpose of couponing is to save money. At this point, we're facing a lot of challenges. You know what I'm talking about, and everything is very, very expensive. So the point of couponing is to spend the lowest amount of money for the things that we and our family needs. Okay, so according to, am I missing a C? Yeah, according to your needs. Okay, and again, stay in budget. Stay in budget. Okay, that's very important. So now, after you do those two things, you have to keep in mind that even if you plan your trip, if you're gonna do, let's say, 3 transactions, right? Because you're gonna get 3 different deals, it doesn't mean that you're gonna find the products that you need to make those deals. So I would suggest you always have a backup plan. Okay. Okay. So have a backup plan, or basically transactions. Now, if you're at the store and you are not finding the product that you want or need, or if you see that the price is higher than what you were anticipating, it's okay not to do the deal, my friend. It's okay. You don't have to do it. Deals will recycle and they'll come back. Maybe like within three or 4 months. Okay. There's deals that are always available, like on dental care, toothpaste, toothbrushes, mouthwash. All those things are always constantly available to us, okay, at a very, very low price, if not free. Okay, so have a backup plan in case you don't find the things that you need, and if you don't need them, then don't buy them. Now, another important thing that I want to point out to you is that less is more. Okay, as a newbie, you need to start small, friends. It's very easy to get confused, get overwhelmed, overspend, and get frustrated. Okay? And I don't think anything is worth it. At this point, we want to make our lives easier, not more difficult or more stressful. Okay? So, tip number 7, or step number 7, I would say, start small, less is more. Easy transactions. Okay. Easy transactions. Yes. You're gonna see once you start digging into couponing and you start watching videos and you watch very experienced creators, they do massive transactions. They do rebates. They do one after the other, after the other, after the other transactions, okay? It takes a lot of math, a lot of time, a lot of planning to do bigger hauls, okay? As a newbie, I would say smaller. It's gonna give you more practice, and not only more practice, you're gonna get more confident in learning how to do the transactions and getting the best price possible, okay? Oops. Okay. Be prepared with everything you need, okay? With a calculator, a notebook, pen. You might want to pay with cash. A lot of places, and I don't know if your state does this or not, but if you pay with a credit card, you get charged a fee. So you might not want to do that. Also, using your debit multiple times might be a little, iffy, depending on what store you're using or whatnot. So if you are gonna start and you have, let's say, a $10 budget or a $20 budget, just bring cash. So you pay your transactions with cash, and that's not only gonna help you to not overspend, but it also might save you money by not paying those extra fees because you're using a credit card. At this moment, I'm not using any rebate apps. The reason is because I found that I was overspending. I was trying to reach the threshold because there is a minimum amount that you have to collect before you can cash out. Okay, so let's say the minimum is $20 before you can either get a gift card or you can transfer the money into your bank account. If you are doing rebates and each rebate is anywhere between 50 cents, 85 cents, $1, it's gonna take you a lot of products to reach that $20 threshold, okay? So I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to overspend, and I don't want to chase those deals. At this moment, for me, I'm just focusing on getting the best price for the things that I really need, okay? If there's a rebate that it's for an item that I don't need, that I don't like, or that I don't use, it's not worth it to pay for something that I'm not going to use just to chase a 50 cent or $1 rebate, okay? So maybe we can get into the rebates later, but as a newbie, I would say stay clear of rebates until you get a more experience with your couponing, okay? But you do what you want to do, friend. If you want to do rebates and if you want to do all of that, do it. But I would say just be careful. It's very easy to overspend when you're doing that, okay? All right. So let's see, what else do we need to talk about? Oh, yes. At CVS, I would suggest you do the self-checkout, okay? The reason is this. When you're setting up your transactions, you know what item you are gonna buy, you know the estimated price that you're gonna pay. And I'm saying estimated price because the store and the website, a lot of the times has different prices for the same item. When you're preparing your transactions, you know item, price, and what coupons you're gonna use, what extra care bucks you're gonna get back, and what out of pocket, so out of pocket money you're gonna pay, and the price that you're gonna pay, right? So, oh, I forgot to show you here, out of pocket. So this is out of pocket. Oops. Okay. So let's see, use. So check out. Also, if you're new, I would suggest you do one transaction at a time, okay? These are the basics of couponing at CVS. There's a lot more that we need to learn, but 101. Okay, CVS 101. Now, let me show you a couple of transactions and items so you can get an idea of what you can get now. Even though CVS is pretty expensive, I mean, the prices are really high. The great thing about it is that you can stack so many different coupons on top of each other to lower your price, okay? And still get your rewards. You can still get your ECBs, okay? So let me show you here. Let's do, I have two little samples here. All right, so now let me show you the transaction here, okay? So the hand soap, which is one of my favorite soaps, this one is my second favorite. The Bath and Body Works hand soap is my favorite, and usually you can find those for like $4 on sale, and this ones are around $3 or $4 also. This one was on sale for $2.99, and I had a $1 coupon, so I paid $1.99 for that. And then the Listerine strips, this ones were $6.99, so I don't think they were on sale. They were regular price. I did have a $2 coupon, but if you purchase one of this, you would get $4 back for your next purchase. So we're gonna put that aside. Now let me show you what I did. Let's see. So here's my Listerine coupon, $2 off. My soft soap, $1 off. And then I had extra care bucks. I had $5.03 in extra care bucks that I used to pay. And out of pocket, out of my wallet, I paid $1.95 plus tax. So I paid $2.36 total. Once I paid and I got my receipt, I got the $4 rewards that I'm gonna use on my next transaction. Okay, so now for the next two items, oops. For my next two items, I purchased these two deodorants right here, okay? So now these two deodorants were, let's see. Oh, and the hairspray. Where's the hairspray? Let me show you the hairspray. I'm sorry, I forgot to show you that I purchased two hairsprays. I only have one here at home. The other one I took to work because this is what I have in my locker at work. So I purchased two deodorants and two hairsprays. Okay, so for this transaction, I paid, let's see, $6.29 for one deodorant. The other one was 50% off. Okay, and now for the hairsprays, They were $6.79 each. All right, so now the coupons that I use. For the Axe, I had a $7 coupon. For the hairspray, I had a $4 coupon. Okay. Now, I did have a manufacturer's $10 coupon, which it was another, I think I had a gift card. Yeah, it was a gift card. So I used the $10 gift card. And then I did have extra care bucks. Every time that you purchase something at CVS, you get 2% of your sale. You get 2% of your purchase on extra care bucks. So that was 54 cents. So for these 4 products, I'm missing one here, but for the 4 products that I purchased, I paid $1.47 plus tax. So I paid a total of $3.35. I didn't use this one. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't use that one. Oh, okay, because I had the $10 gift card, so I couldn't use this one. That's why. Yeah. So out of pocket, I paid $3.35. So let me show you. For 2 hairsprays, 2 deodorants, the Listerine strips, and the soap. Total, I paid in 2 transactions, paid $5.71, and that includes tax. And I still have $4 left. Now, if you're starting, most likely you're not gonna have any extra care bucks, okay, ECBs, because you're starting. So start with the smallest transaction out of pocket. So whatever is gonna give you the lowest out of pocket, I would say start with that transaction and then just roll over your extra care bucks. So every time that you do different transactions and you use the extra care bucks, basically the CVS money, it's called rolling over. Okay, so you're gonna roll over the money. Now, I would have to warn you about, once you start watching videos, just be careful when you hear and I don't want to bash anyone, because, you know, we're all creators, we're all here on this platform. But just be careful, because you're going to hear a lot of, I got everything for free. This was free. This was free. Everything is money maker, meaning that you're making money on rebates or other rewards like this. A lot of the times, that's not completely true. What they're gonna tell you is this: I purchased a soap and the Listerine strips. Okay, I used coupons. I paid $2.36, but I got $4 in rewards. Oh, so basically my items were free and I still made $1.40, right? Because you have the rewards. But that's not true. What I look at the end of the day is what money's coming out of my pocket, right? What money's coming out of my bank. So even if they're giving me $4 back, I still have to pay out of my pocket $2.36. So for me, saying that this was free is not an accurate statement. It's not an accurate transaction, because I still had to pay money. I still had to get money out of my bank. You know, if I walk out of the store and I don't pay the $2.36, I'm not gonna get the $4 rewards, right? I'm not gonna get the $4 in extra care bucks, and they're probably gonna not let me out of the store with the items. So for me to say, oh, it was free, no, you still have to remember that you are paying this amount of money. Now, if I go and I purchase, let's say, a box of cereal, right? Rice Krispies, which I like, and it's $4, and there's no tax on food, then if I pay with this, that one item is gonna be truly free, because I don't have to pay taxes on it. right? I think here in Vegas, some food we have to pay taxes, some other food we don't, but okay, it's too complicated. But anyways, so I would say if that's the case, then yes, you got the box of cereal for free. So basically, if I was to do that, then I would pay $2.36 for my Listerine, my soap, and then get my box of cereal for free using this. Just keep that in mind. Make sure that you, when you're listening to people talk about deals and what they do and this and that, that you keep in mind that we most of the time have to pay something out of pocket. And whether it's tax or it's a small amount of money, we still have to do that, you know? So be wary of that. And with that said, I think couponing is still worth it. It's a great way of getting products for a low price. Okay, now if you're very picky or your family is very picky and they only they're like brand loyal, right? They only like certain things, then like the soap, for instance, you know, a lot of people are not going to get it because it's not giving any rewards. But for me, because this is my second favorite soap and it doesn't give me a rash and it's at least 50% off the regular price, then it's really worth it for me, you know. But for other people, it might not be. So try to stick to things that you know that you're going to use, that you're going to need. And like I said, start small. Less is more, less is better. So I hope that you like this video. If you do, please give it a like. If you can push it out into the universe, please do so by hyping the video, and leave me any questions, any concerns. I know this video, it's not planning, but again, it is planning because we have to plan transactions, coupons, deals, all of that good stuff. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and if you want to see a little bit more of how I do, oh, there's a lot of other things that we can learn that we didn't touch on this video, but yeah, I hope that it helps you. And yeah, go out there and, you know, start couponing and get the items that you need for you and your family at a low price. Okay, friends, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.